Daddy.
Hey everybody, this is the last trial of the Dawntrail expansion. Just putting this out there because people are struggling with it, so it's just a little walkthrough explanation what's going to happen. So she's going to have legitimate force, which is a beam, one starting on the left, one starting on the right. It will cover half the room in an AoE and then the other half of the room in the AoE. Now that's not to say it's always going to be left and right or right and left. It could be two lefts and it could be two rights. Just look for the big glowing circles. The next thing you need to look out for is the sucky here. What it does is warps the floor, and she's going to suck in and delete whatever was in the warped grid. So you always want to make sure you're standing on solid squares. With the squares that have a little bit of warp on them, she's going to suck you into that, and then you're going to die. So, good rule of thumb on this boss is I think she's only got one middle attack, so always hover near the middle. It gives you room to move left or right as required to get out of danger. Next skill that we're going to run into is the drones. This took me this fight to figure this out. Do not run from the drones. If they're targeting you, let them target you until they lock on. You have time to walk off before the damage happens. If you run from them, like I'm doing right here, they just pull with you and you can put your other teammates in danger. So just let them hit you, let them lock on, and then run out of them before the damage happens. Keep everybody safe, and it's less work, it's less movement. So we got left beam happening here, and then right beam's going to happen after. So you see how that appeared, left beam, and then right beam. So all of these abilities are going to continue to stack as we're going through this fight. Next step that we're going to look at is virtual shift. This is going to yeet us upstairs, put us on the old X or 10 logo. There's only three mechanics you need to worry about here. One is this AoE that shoots across the middle of the room. And then there's two pushbacks. One's from a designated point like a pillar. The other one is a room-wide pushback. And then there's the center stack with the new liths. So here's the point. So make sure that you're going to be able to get pushed all the way across. Again, the best place to be in this fight is right in the center of this X. It gives you the best room for movement and lots of time to get anywhere. It's where the AoE safety zone's always going to be. So, be there. There's the room-wide pushback, so that's across the whole thing. And then after this, she's just going to transition us back downstairs. Again, safest place to be is right in the middle of this X before the next virtual shift. Alright, just going to plop us down to the bottom. There's going to be some mechanics from the X that now come down with us, so you need to be aware of those. There's going to be the beam that's going to come across the room. It's going to get lined up. And then there's going to be the sucky attack right after that. So make sure, solid squares, always want to be on solid squares. And it will happen 3 times. She'll do 3 suckies, from my understanding. Yeah, there's a third. Again, if you have your toe stuck in that, you're going to get pulled in and you're going to get deleted. So center of the room is still the best place to be. Gives you lots of time to move left or right. After this tank buster, we're going to head back upstairs, I believe, and we're going to do a floating phase. So what happens in this floating phase is you're either going to lose gravity or gain gravity. If you gain gravity, you're going to drop. If you lose gravity, you're going to raise up. If you're raised up, you're looking for the holes in the wall that are high up. Just line up with your team. If you lose gravity, right here, gain gravity, gravity increases. We're getting put on the platform. We're going to find the hole on the platform. Then as we lose gravity and raise back up, again, we'll go through the holes high up. But you also need to be aware, and this is automatic, you don't have to click anything, it'll bring you up and down. So look on the left. She's going to blow up the left, and then she's going to blow up the right. So We're moving across. I misclicked something here. I don't know what happened. I targeted weird and I got clipped, but I didn't die. And then we're going to pop back down to the bottom. So this part's pretty cool. It's unique. Haven't seen it before, so a little bit of fun there. So now everything's going to be jammed together down here. So we're going to do a legitimate force. Again, left side of the room, you see it. Right side of the room, you see that coming. So we're going to wait for left, wait for right, move right. Always be casting. In the middle, you see the new liths. That was from the first time we raised up on the X room. The next part that's coming up is going to be a huge damage phase. So Sage's Savior group AoE shield for when Absolute Authority is about to pop. If you get targeted, you want to move to separate corners of the room so the explosions are happening away from the whole group. And then if you get the red triangle on you, you need to stack up with your teammates to mitigate that damage. After that, there's a look away mechanic, and there's some dice too, but I think that has something to do with people that didn't look away and being near other players to blow them up. But this is a ton of damage. First time I did this fight, we had to limit break three times, like healer limit break three times, because it was just me and a tank up or something, and we needed to get the party going. So that is a ton of damage. So just be aware of it, be ready for it. Next is going to be these targeting lasers. Just make sure they're only on top of you and you're not crossing over and hitting one of your teammates with these. They don't hit very hard. Healers should be able to heal through this no problem with a couple shields, HOTS, AoEs, etc. And just DPS like you can. The only other mechanic that I think that we haven't seen yet is the cutscene mechanic, which should be coming up probably after these squares are done. I think I do go down here. I think I need to flip on this circle. That's what it was. Yeah. But anyways, squares are safe. Always just remember that and always keep moving. And then we should be into the cutscene. It's a pretty fun fight. Just stay busy, and yeah, I'm just gonna jump out of chat and let you watch the rest.
Is this a rift in reality? Has she lost control of the power? Sing! Listen to me! I understand. I do. And I know that you won't be swayed from your course. But if there's truly no other way to resolve this, then face me. Not as a machine, but as the real you.
Yamachi.
Speed!
Anomaly detected in memory banks. Data for the endless feed partially restored.
This is what I desire, and I will not fail. I can't bear to lose them. Not again.
I feel your pain, as if it were my own. At last, I think I know you. All of you.
How can you say that to me now?
It's over.
Oh yeah,
Speed.
there is a dodgy
We
mechanic
will
here. So
stop you.
you'll see the floor light up, and then you'll see the floor light up again. So just stand in the spots where
I can't.
the light isn't, and then move to the spot where the light was, and then you'll be fine. But this is the entirety of the fight. This last phase is really easy. It's just straight DPS race,
We will bear it
dodging the
in
little
your
stuff
stead.
on the ground, but just pump out all the DPS you can. And thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps anybody with this fight. Appreciate the time for you watching my videos. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thank you.